All right, we are live. Let me build the beat, and I'll be with y'all in about 4 minutes.
They tried to lock me up for January 6th. Supreme Court ruled that it wasn't legit. Now leftists online are throwing a fit. Joe Biden is a piece of shit. Back again to make America great. I kick Sleepy Joe's behind in the debate. Make crypto great again, lower capital gains. We don't listen to the lamestream news, they're fake. We all know in 2020 I didn't lose. Check Batter's pants now, I bet there's a pool. Fenny Willis is corrupt, everybody knew. Judge Angor on Fat Alvin too. The whole Biden DOJ is corrupt, it's a clown show. What a joke, everybody knows. I'm an American badass, a patriot. I love America, I'm not afraid to say that shit. If you love America, say hell yeah. If you love America, say hell yeah. I'm an American badass, a patriot. I love America, I'm not afraid to say that shit. If you love America, say hell yeah. If you love America, say hell yeah. No taxes on tips if you vote for me. Stop the whole deep state, drain the whole DC. Big Mike has a bigger than me. I bet you miss my cheap gas and mean tweets. They accuse me of everything they do. If you're born with the penis, then you're a dude. I don't really care if you think that I'm rude. Under me at least people could afford their food. Kamala's a joke, Joe is corrupt. Big Mike is a dude and he keeps it tucked. Kamala's a joke, Joe is corrupt. Big Mike is a dude, but he keeps it tucked. No, seriously, I've seen that thing up close, it's disgusting. I'm an American badass, a patriot. I love America, I'm not afraid to say that shit. If you love America, say hell yeah. If you love America, say hell yeah. I'm an American badass, a patriot. I love America, I'm not afraid to say that shit. If you love America, say hell yeah. If you love America, say hell yeah.
My fellow Americans, I just wanted to tell you how much I appreciate Hi-Rez the rapper. He's a tremendous person. And we also love Maca Meme Coin, the official sponsor of this video.
Fact that, why? Cause I'm black.
Damn, Slim Dog.
And yes, together, we will make America great again.
Hey, run that shit up, Chase.
I wanna be CEO, like Trump, like Trump. I wanna be president, like Trump, like Trump. I want my own tower, like Trump, like Trump. I wanna be the GOAT, like Trump, like Trump. I wanna be CEO, like Trump, like Trump. I wanna be president, like Trump, like Trump. I want my own tower, like Trump, like Trump. I wanna be the GOAT, like Trump, like Trump. Yeah. First things first.
What?
Give me 4 more years.
Yeah.
What comes next?
What?
Liberal tears. Yeah. Oh snap. What? You didn't expect that? Why? Cause I'm black, not you half white. That means you whack. Oh. What's next?
What?
Call me Uncle Tom. Remind me how I got a white dad and mom.
Yeah.
Prayers for Lebanon.
Yeah.
That blast was a bomb. Our world needs more Jesus. Shout out to God. Saddam, Gillan, drain the swamp, Crash be gone. Trump and Pence gotta build that fence, cause Joe and gotta go. Don't even know what they running for, except to cover up for Barack Obama. Wasn't rich before, but now he got lots of commas. Now Soros just paid off Kamala. Her she really like to swallow. She actually kinda fine, so baby come and I wanna be CEO, like Trump, like Trump. I wanna be president, like Trump, like Trump. I want my own tower, like Trump, like Trump. I wanna be the GOAT, like Trump, like Trump. I wanna be CEO, like Trump, like Trump. I wanna be president, like Trump, like Trump. I want my own tower, like Trump, like Trump. I wanna be the GOAT, like Trump, yeah.
President Trump,
President Trump.
big boss CEO,
Big boss.
ran up a bag,
Ran up a
that
bag.
$1 billion flow,
$1 billion bank.
got his own tower,
Got his own tower.
fame and the power,
Fame and the power.
45 never failed, put Nancy P in a cell. Everybody tryna play this ain't game. Been getting paper, that boy self-made. In the White House with a big bag. Got the liberals big man. Back to back 2020. Still printing Trump money. Stimulus check got you up now. Republicans, we up, yeah. We laughing all the way to the bank. Trump train, we gon' make 'em pay. Ooh, November we come. I see the hate written on their face. They don't wanna talk about how Obama always failed us. Billionaire turned president. Fake news, no evidence.
I wanna be CEO like Trump, like Trump. I wanna be president like Trump, like Trump. I want my own tower like Trump, like Trump. I wanna be the GOAT like Trump, like Trump. I wanna be CEO like Trump, like Trump. I wanna be president like Trump, like Trump. I want my own tower like Trump, like Trump. I wanna be the GOAT like Trump, yeah.
2028 running for president. No, I don't care if you hate, that's irrelevant. If you see me in public, then be hesitant. I got the piece attack me, you gon' resonate. Ooh, first thing first is Trump 2020. Facts. November 3rd is gon' be lit. Red, white, and blue flags waving through your city. Mega gang, cat gang, yeah, they with me. Trump going back to back. We gon' run up the racks. He gon' lower the tax. Gon' be turned to the max. Tell Antifa, I gotta hit it before I get beat up. You meet the Grim Reaper, back a chain on ice cold like a freezer. Yeah, this the mega boy coming through your speakers.
I wanna be CEO like Trump, like Trump. I wanna be president like Trump, like Trump. I want my own tower like Trump, like Trump. I wanna be the GOAT like Trump, like Trump. I wanna be CEO like Trump, like Trump. I wanna be president like Trump, like Trump. I want my own tower like Trump, like Trump. I wanna be the GOAT like Trump, yeah.
All right, all right, all right. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Thurman Smart. Let me see, who was that? That is a rapper called Stony Dude Bro. Stony Dude Bro called like Trump, right? That's what that is. The song before that was Donald Trump, American Badass, another rap song. It was a guy who was imitating Trump's voice, right? So, we live and in color, right? Welcome people in the chat, right? So, let me just start off, right? By letting folks know. Title says, Blacks loved Donald Trump. Do not vote for Kamala. Hit the like button. Thank you, Thurman. Right? So check this out, family. A lot of y'all may not be old enough to know how blacks feel about Donald Trump. Back in the day, before he ran for president, black folk in black America loved Donald Trump before he ran for president. Donald Trump helped Jesse Jackson out, donated to Jesse Jackson's campaign when Jesse Jackson ran. Donald Trump also used to donate money to Al Sharpton, of all people's, Action Network business he has. Donald Trump loved Oprah, and Oprah Winfrey loved Donald Trump. They wanted to be each other's running mates. That's how cool they were together. And I'm going to prove everything that I'm saying. Donald Trump has been mentioned 67 times in 67 different rappers' rap videos. Black folk was praising him before he ran for president. Right? Donald Trump was a beloved figure in the black community before he ran for president. And I'm going to prove all this and show you images and show you articles and things of that nature, right? So, I'm rocking a MAGA hat. Make America Great Again. Why? Because Trump administration and many other conservatives feel that the Democratic Party has ruined a lot of things, right? So, as a black person, we've been beholden to the Democratic Party for decades now. It's become like a cult. It's a cult. Black folk are in a cult called the Democratic Liberal Party, right? Black folks still, to this day, vote for personalities over principles. Understand what I'm saying and think about what I just said. Black folk is the worst voting bloc in America. They vote for personalities over principles and values. So I had to figure this out 8 years ago. I said, why am I voting for these Democrats when their values and principles don't align with me? I'm not for gay marriage and LBGTQ, EFG, CG. I'm not for that. My daughter's a gay woman, and she's in a gay relationship. I love my daughter. But doesn't mean I have to vote for gay marriage and do things against my principles and values. I'm a person who's for gun rights. Everyone knows Chief X is a gun guy. But I live here in California. California and New York and certain places like this are horrible for gun rights. That is a value I hold. Meaning, if I hit the streets right now and some idiot came after me with a bat and a knife trying to kill me, I can't lay his ass down with a 357. If I shoot this motherfucker and kill him and save my life, then guess what? Chief X can be brought up on murder or manslaughter charges because I wasn't supposed to be carrying in the state of California. What I was supposed to do is call the police and wait for them to come and handle it for me. Meanwhile, I'm a 54-year-old man who doesn't have the best endurance at my age, and I gotta run from this killer, run from this guy with a bat and a knife until police show up, and be out of breath and get my brains beat in with a bat and die. Because the Democratic Party is against gun rights in a sense. So personally, I have certain values and principles that I want to live by, and I don't want to be controlled by the Democratic Party, and I want to save my own life. So I vote, and I've learned to understand I need to vote for my principles and values, not personalities. Fuck Trump, fuck Kamala. I have certain values I hold to, and I consider myself conservative. I know my father, my grandfather have conservative values. Do you understand what I'm saying? But we'll vote against our values, against our principles, because we have, for the last many decades, been beholden to the Democratic Party like a cult. When someone says how he's a Republican, black folk in their psychology say, oh, he's a Republican, that means he's a racist. That is the most ignorant thinking. Oh, he's a Republican, he's a conservative, that means he's a racist. That is stupidity at its finest. Hey, American lady, how you doing? Right? Now, I vote for my values and principles. Forget the personality. People need to get on that bandwagon. Now, we're going to get into the information. I'm going to prove everything I'm saying, right? And I'm going to prove and show that black folk loved Trump before he ran. Once he ran for presidency, he kicked the Democrats' ass. He kicked the Republicans' ass as an outsider and won and became president. Democrats and Republicans were pissed off. He held back lobbyists because he didn't want to be beholden to what they were talking about, and he wanted to run his own ship. So politicians didn't make the money they used to make with lobbyists when Trump was in office. Trump has never, ever been called racist until he kicked Republicans and Democrats' ass as an outsider. Oh, well, he's a felon and all this old dumb shit. Because Trump falsified and maybe lied about some financial documents to get properties and things that he has. Let me tell you something, family. I'm a former realtor and loan officer in the state of California. Almost 80% of my clients lied to get a home or to refinance, exaggerated their income, done some type of exaggerating or lying to obtain property and things. But now got the audacity to sit back now and act like Trump was just doing some hell of a wrong shit, even though he paid back all his loans he got and never missed a payment on any motherfucking thing that he got approved for. So black folk is trying to condemn Trump for shit they do all the goddamn time and act like, oh, he's just this felon. Hyperbole at his finest. Stop the cap, people. The Democratic Party has been pushing victimhood mentality for your vote, making you feel that you're a victim in 2024, and you're not. You are all free people who are equal in 2024 to everybody else. You can start any business you want to in 2024. Nobody's stopping you. You can get credit cards, home loans, business loans in 2024 just like an Indian, an Asian, and a white person. No one's holding you back from any of that. It's all hyperbole and bullshit. I got a passport and can go anywhere in the world that I want to, and nobody's stopping me. I'm free. I'm not a victim. Nobody is oppressing me or black folk in 2024. Cry me a river. So, I wanted to make this video because it's been hot. Social media friends are pissed off at each other. Everybody's breaking up with each other. I got blocked and unfriended by a couple people just for my political views that are true and correct. Election season every 4 years bring out the worst in people. People will block and unfriend you and be pissed off at you because certain values and principles you hold. I have the same values and principles that my grandpa had. My family, my grandparents are from the Bible Belt. Are you kidding me? Understand this. So, my point is, black folks used to love Trump. Why do they act new today? It's because the Democratic Party and liberals have brainwashed the black folk and made them think Trump is some racist. He's down with white supremacy and all this fear mongering. That's right, Acadia. It's criminal. But black folk don't see it and understand it. I'm going to break it down for you. Chef Ron, would you say you actually bought that hat? Actually, I did buy this hat online just to fuck with folk. You know, I like to put people's panties in a bunch. So that's why I bought this hat 4 years ago. No. I'm sorry. It was longer than 4 years ago. When Trump was running and shit like that, I bought this hat, but I haven't wore it much, so I'm sporting it now. Hey, Chevron, yes. I'm not saying my grandparents would have voted for Trump because my grandparents, my mother and father, are of the Democratic Party. So they under the umbrella of a cult. They'll roll with whatever CNN and MSNBC says and fills their head with. So let me prove my points real quick. And share my screen. People are out here, and the Democratic Party and liberals and CNN and MSNBC is out here fear mongering you guys. Talking about Project 2025. Trump don't have shit to do with Project 2025. That's some bullshit Democrats are fear mongering you on. Trump admitted this the other day. He ain't got shit to do with that. He said 2025 is some extremist bullshit on the far right. The far right has extremists and the far left has extremists. He's not down with any of it. Trump used to be siding with Democrats, and I'll show you this. But he ran on the Republican ticket. But personally, me, I'm not a Republican. I'm an individual and a free thinker, but I have a conservative mindset. So certain principles and values I may roll with now that I understand what the Republican Party is talking about. I'm a person who started his flashpoint with the Nation of Islam, right? The Nation of Islam has a concept, they say, called do for self. Do for self. I'm a do for self kind of guy, which is a conservative principle. I'm okay with welfare, but I'm not okay with a lifetime of welfare. And let me use my daughter as an example. My daughter was on welfare for a while. She fell out with her grandmother and moved in with me. While on welfare. And I had to tell her, you will always live with me or your grandparents because you're on welfare. And in California, you get what, $600 a month. There's no way ever in California can you find a one-bedroom, a studio apartment that's $600 a month. Understand what I'm saying? Just think about this. So, welfare has become a crutch for black folk and held them back. So I had to think about it and say, hey, My daughter is held back from thriving because she's embraced a lifetime of welfare thing. I said, baby, you need to get you a job and get off welfare because with a job, you're going to make more than $600 a month. You then can afford your own apartment and thrive and move forward in life. So I'm of the understanding and belief, because I know what welfare does to people, it gives them a crutch and keeps them stagnant. So I'm of the opinion welfare should be for a set period of time and cut them off. You have to understand that. If you're on welfare, you can't have a job. So that means you want this free money and you remain stagnant, living on a low level. Are we understanding what I'm trying to say? So, I have conservative values of do for self. I've been self employed now for 17 years. I'm spoiled. And in my self employment, when Trump was president, because he loosened so called regulations, I was thriving under Trump, balling. And all my friends who are self employed were doing amazing under Trump. This is just a fact. My income was great during the Trump administration. When Biden came in office, I've been broke, doing bad, and struggling. This is just a reality, and black businesses and black self-employed people did better under Trump financially since the civil rights era. This is a fact. I had to research this and look it up. Trump moved HBCU admin office in the White House that had never been done before. And HBCUs got more funding under Trump than ever before. I'm not making this up. This is the reality. Hey, Carrie D, how you doing, sweetheart? Now, I thrived under Trump. So I'm voting based on what was more helpful to me in life. I'm voting based on my values and principles. I'm an independent. I can change 4 years from now and vote for a Democrat if he was espousing and saying some things that moved me mentally. I'm not beholden to either party. I'm a free man. I voted for Trump when he got elected. I even did volunteer work for President Obama when he ran the first time. I'm at the call center calling people, vote for Obama. Do it. I'm not beholden to any party. Now, let me share my screen, because people have short memories. And the people I'm bothered with the most the people I'm bothered with the most are people who are of my age. The younger generation may not understand, don't get it, because they weren't around when black folk was loving Trump. When black folk was rapping about Trump and praising Trump. When Trump was donating to the Democratic Party in Jesse Jackson's election, when Trump was on the Oprah Winfrey Show, when he was homies with Al Sharpton and all this shit, you guys have forgot all about that. Because the Democratic Party been pushing fake narratives to you and brainwashed you. I can't be brainwashed. I had to stop religiously watching CNN and MSNBC, which I used to do when Barack was in. And I said, you know what? Let me start listening to Fox News and some alternative news. And then I began to see, damn, when I opened my mind and I was watching both sides, I began to see, damn, the Democrats are fucking liars. They are lying about a whole bunch of shit. And I would weigh both sides and use my own logic to understand. Now let's get to the point. Where are we at? Okay, let me share my screen to prove my point. Okay. Let me just go right here first. This says, and it's a video I uploaded 3 years ago because folk didn't understand where we was coming from before Donald Trump became president. This video says 25 years Donald Trump in hip-hop lyrics. Why? When rappers rap about you, that means they're praising you and look up to you and are feeling you. Everyone used to feel Trump. We're just going to play this video, and then I'm going to jump to some more things you have to understand. Let's listen.
Yo, Ice, I did a concert in the White House, and after that, me and Donald Trump hung out.
I gotta say what's up to Digital Underground and Humpty Hump, cause he making more than Donald Trump.
Beat was going off like Donald Trump gets checks.
I got spunk, I'm well known like Donald Trump.
Pick me up and lick me up just to get a pump. Forget Black Caesar, brothers call me Black Trump.
Put my cash in my pockets, with Donald Trump. Soon to be paid like Donald Trump.
But yo, guess who's the Black Trump?
You can boom so I can jump to the set. Soon to be paid like Donald Trump.
But yo, guess who's the Black Trump?
You can boom so I can jump to the sounds I pump. But I ain't
He even said, guess who's the Black Trump? They wanted to be like Trump.
But yo, guess who's the Black Trump?
You can boom so I can jump to the sounds I pump. But I ain't quitting till I'm shitting on Donald Trump.
Got a business mind, so if I lose the funk, I'll still be in the house getting paid like Trump.
New Trump, brand new funk. Keep a pocket full of California skunk.
That 95 shit gon' always bump. The 96 we gon' flip the script and break them off some new Trump.
Got the room stuck. I smoke and make dope like Trump.
Now, I ain't talking about no bullshit ass flipping Z's. I'm talking Trump type access. They coming off a gang of keys.
Trump change? Trump change. Nah, Trump change. Probably not Trump change. Trump change. I'm talking Donald Trump.
Pause. E40, Trump change. Nobody hated Trump in these times of the 90s. Black folk loved him. How did it get switched up on you now? The Democratic Party brainwashed you. Let's go.
I'm talking Steve when I'm talking, you know.
Trump change. I'm just trying to get rich like Trump.
In hot pursuit of Donald Trump rap loop.
Niggas always expect to see us two together stable. The best couple they seen since Trump and Marla Mabel.
The new Don Trump is Bill Gates. Not because his occupation, it's cause we respect his cake.
Bill Gates, Donald Trump, let me in now. Bring your ass over the hump. We tryna get money so we can be living like Trump.
We can talk Trump talk, real estate, stocks, and bonds.
I buy cars with straight cash, have meetings with Donald Trump.
Magnus, alcohol, freaks, the remedy. Down the young Donald Trump is y'all hearing me.
Big Trump thing, making dollars, sunny holler, big bucks, man.
Throwing it like Donald Trump. I throw my weight like Sherman Crump. I got a hold of my state like Donald Trump.
27 cars in a 12-bedroom house. Now they call me Snoopy Trump. I'm
Stop. From Snoop Dogg, everybody, Ice Cube, everybody was praising and loving Trump. Let's continue.
Donald Trump with raccoon hairdo. I'm Donald Trump in a white tee and white ones. The conversation is money, nigga. You won't say.
Was with fire though. Bill Gates, Donald Trump, them a require you.
Spend absurd money, private bird money. That Bill Gates, Donald Trump, Bloomberg money.
Make the block bump. Boys in the hood call me Black Donald Trump.
I'm like Trump and nigga apprentice.
What did he say, the Black Donald Trump? They were never considered Trump racist until he whooped the Republicans and Democrats' ass and became president. Let's listen.
Only fire.
Boys in the hood call me Black Donald Trump.
I'm like Trump and the apprentice, only fire at night.
Resurrection of the
How is all these rappers wanted to be like Trump if he was racist to them? Let's go.
time to get richer than Trump.
I still does it, breathing off a Trump budget. Fired motherfucker Donald Trump, nigga. Next time you see me, I have money like Donald Trump.
Give me fame and fortune, me and Trump on golf courses. Homies on the block, say what.
Kendrick Lamar said him and Trump on golf courses. Meaning he want to hang with the man.
Give me fame and fortune, me and Trump on golf courses. Homies on the block, say whatever they want. I don't wanna be a dealer, I wanna be a Trump.
Donald, that is. I'm so appalled, spalled and balled, and Donald Trump taking dollars from y'all.
I'm getting to the money, that Donald Trump money. First of the month. Trump to the buyers, red toupee on the coupe, you been fired.
The Prentice, but not Trump. I'm the nigga with Glocks and pumps.
Split swishers with my thumb, get money like Donald Trump.
Yo, I'm rolling in the riches, money by the digits. I got Donald Trump calling me a money wizard.
Got a kilo in the truck, richest nigga in my hood, I'm the Donald Trump.
Take over the world when I'm on my Donald Trump shit. Look at all this money, ain't that some shit? I'm trying to stuff.
He said he on this Donald Trump shit. What? Let's go.
Donald Trump shit, look at all this money, ain't that some shit?
I'm trying to stuff until I can't fit no more. I'm talking down.
Now, I can see if you said one or two rappers, but everybody was big up in Trump. Not just one or two songs. This shit goes viral. Let's go.
Donald Trump level.
Swear I got a lot, but I ain't got enough. Trying to get it till I'm on my Donald Trump.
We don't stop, my nigga.
Nah,
I'm like Donald Trump.
Mean Millie.
Blow it all, come back, get my nigga.
Nah,
I'm like Donald Trump.
Mean Millie.
Blow it all, we don't stop, my nigga.
Nah,
I'm like Donald Trump.
Mean Millie.
Blow it all, come back, get it again, you feel me?
Lost paper that made it back, like Trump being up, down, up, play with cash.
Good looking rapper, I ain't trying to stunt. I'ma fire my blunt like Donald Trump.
Hustle, look her sell Donald Trump 6 mil.
They fire them shots just like I'm Donald Trump.
I know Donald Trump.
You can hate, don't frown, my nigga. With Donald Trump in the trunks, my nigga.
You ain't got enough, better get along from Mr. Bill Gates and Donald Trump.
Donald Trump.
Better get along from Mr. Bill
Shaq
Gates
was praising Donald
and
Trump.
Donald
Shaq was giving it up to Donald Trump.
You ain't got enough, better get along from Mr. Bill Gates and Donald Trump.
Donald Trump. I made for a list this month. Donald Trump. I made for a list this month.
I made $1 million on that corner, doing Donald Trump, no, on the corner.
I just Donald Trump, yeah.
My shoelaces is iguana. Trump Towers with Donald.
No Donald Trump, Bill Gates, or Bruce Wayne. The only thing I had to my name was a few dreams.
I'm about to do a song with Bono. Pockets Trump like I just struck the lottery lotto.
Well, he said he want to do a song with Trump. This is how much black folk love Trump. You niggas is young. You don't get it. You weren't there.
Money like I'm Donald Trump. Up like Donald Trump. Up, say slang like them Trump.
I'm like, fuck what Donald Trump talking about. My life changed when I met Rosetta.
I'm fucked worse than Donald Trump on Lexapro in Mexico, across from a Texaco at McDonald's drunk.
Pause. Come on back to me. Hey, we cooking tonight. We are cooking. Check this out, family. I'm not just rambling. I'm trying to tell you how it was before Donald Trump became president. Once he became president, you niggas got brainwashed. You niggas fell for fake narratives. You fell for that the 5 people in New York who so-called he was racist and didn't let them rent an apartment. Stop. Donald Trump has property management company. He has nothing to do with dealing with individuals renting property he's on. Property management companies handle that. He didn't deny nobody because they were black. A property management company denied someone for whatever reasons. But the Democratic Party, once Trump won, concocted this racist narrative as if Trump personally was denying black folk. It's a bunch of bullshit, people. And you fell for it. I'm sorry. Rich people do not deal with tenants putting in applications. Property management companies do that for them. The Democratic Party made you believe Trump was denying black folk. They lied to you. I'm sorry, people. This is just the reality. I can prove that also, but we don't have that much time. Let's go. Let me share my screen. Primary evidence, they call it. Donald Trump worked with Jesse Jackson to help the black community get on Wall Street and do things. Let's hear it out of Jesse Jackson's mouth as he's bringing Trump to the stage for helping him and what he was trying to do for black folk. Let's go.
Project, and we talked about it. We want to bring forth a friend who has, he is the...
Jesse Jackson just said a friend. He's talking about Trump. Let's go. But you guys forgot all this because the Democrat Party brainwashed you. Let's go.
I now want to bring forth a friend who has, he is deceptive in that his social style is of such. One can miss his seriousness, and his commitment for their success is beyond argument. When we opened this Wall Street project and we talked about it, he gave us space at 40 Wall Street, which was to make a statement about our having a presence there. And beyond that, in terms of reaching out and being inclusive, he's done that too. And created for many people.
What you say, Jesse? He was reaching out and inclusive? Let's hear that again.
And created for many people a comfort zone when I ran for the presidency in 84 and 88. And many others thought it was either laughable or something to avoid. He came to our business meeting here in New York because he has this sense of the curious and a will to risk to make things better. And so aside from all of his style and his pizzazz, he's a serious person who's an effective builder of building with a builder of people. Last year he was a part of our workshop, of our panel workshop on what are the challenges and opportunities. And
what you say, Jesse? He was a part of your workshops and all that? And helped you out, Jesse? I told y'all Trump used to help Democrats out. Let's go.
This, a year later, Donald Trump, for a few minutes, challenges and opportunities to embrace the underserved communities. Donald Trump.
What? He said he did what? Help me. Let's listen to that again.
To embrace the underserved communities. Donald Trump.
He embraced the underserved communities? Oh, y'all forgot about that. Well, let Jesse Jackson remind y'all. Let's go.
Trump, for a few minutes, challenges and opportunities to embrace the underserved communities. Donald Trump.
I will tell you, a large percentage of the people, and especially in construction, that are building these great jobs are black and minorities, and I'm very proud of it. We have close to 20 minorities, and I'm very proud of it. These great jobs are black and minorities, and I'm very proud of it. These great jobs are black and minorities, and I'm very proud of it. We have close to 25%, and I think.
Pause. You have to understand, he's not running for office. He's not pandering. This is shit he did from his heart. Let's go.
The numbers going up, and that are building these great jobs are black and minorities, and I'm very proud of it. We have close to 25%, and I think the numbers going up, and they do a great job. There are no better builders than we have in New York, and a big percentage of that is black and minority folks. So I just want to thank everybody in the room for being here. I look forward to some questions, and then I don't know how we're ever going to leave this building today, because if you look outside, it is terrible, but we'll figure a way. There's always a way, and thank you, Jesse, and congratulations.
Okay.
I now want.
Let's stop. Come back to me. Oh, we got plenty more. Oh, we got plenty more primary evidence. Hold on. Trust me, family. The niggas have been in a motherfucking cult for several decades now. Getting brainwashed and Democrats pushing fake narratives. If you thought Trump was some racist, you're a victim of being brainwashed. It's okay. I'm coming to your rescue. Let's continue on. Let me just show you some images real quick. Let's do this. Oops. Let me share my screen again. I'm sorry, y'all. Here we go. Here we go with Al Sharpton, buddy with Trump. When Al Sharpton was fat, he loved Trump because what? Why? Trump donated to the Action Network. He donated to a victimhood pushing ass nigga named Al Sharpton and became chummy. Now, to be open and fair, they was doing business together. They was doing boxing promotions and shit like that. But they were friends. And black folk, especially Al Sharpton, was down with Trump and they was friends. Al Sharpton never called Trump a racist, never was against Trump until he kicked Democrats and Republicans' ass. All of a sudden, Al Sharpton starts speaking against Trump when Trump won the presidency. I'm telling y'all history. Black folk loved Donald Trump prior to him becoming president. This is what all I'm saying. I'm trying to tell you niggas, you got brainwashed by the Democratic Party. We thrived under Trump. Black folk unemployment was the lowest ever since the civil rights era under Trump. But you don't know no better because media fucked you over and brainwashed you. I've researched all this deeply. I know what I'm talking about. Let's continue on. Who do we see here holding hands in a loving type of way? We got Al Sharpton and Jesse Jackson. Black folk activists hugging and holding hands with Donald Trump because they loved him. And black America loved Donald Trump. You don't know this because you was a fucking young buck. And you weren't around or paying attention. He wasn't racist at this time. He only became racist after he kicked Democrats' ass and Republicans' ass and became president. Then all these people, Jesse Jackson, Al Sharpton, who are Democrats and who are beholden to the Democratic Party, backstabbed him and told y'all not to like him and that he's racist. You guys fell for the okey doke. You fell for the okey doke. Get over it. Let's continue on. James Brown, Al Sharpton, and Jesse Jackson loving Trump. Doing business. He had all of their backs. But y'all don't remember this because you're young bucks. Because you've been listening to MSNBC and CNN flood your mind with fake narratives just so that they can get your Democratic vote. Trump has never been a racist. He's always catered to black folk and their movements. Let's just be honest. But you can't be honest because you just didn't know this shit. I'm trying to help you. Let's continue on. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oprah loved Donald Trump. Donald Trump wanted Oprah possibly to be his running mate if he ran for president back in the day. Donald Trump was on Oprah Winfrey's show. And she said, Donald Trump, you would make a great president. You don't believe me? I can prove that. Everything's on record. No black folk was hating Donald Trump until he became president. Let's continue on. Oops. Hey! There go Trump. And who's that on the right? Herschel Walker. In the 90s. Herschel Walker, as you see on the right, is a conservative. Oprah Winfrey, low key, is a conservative. But since she don't want y'all to turn on her, she has to front. Black folk have always loved Donald Trump. And I'm going to continue to prove this for the next 30 minutes until we're done. This is what was happening in black America before Trump became president. I'm watching a guy named Brother Reggie today talk this dumb shit about Project 2025, which has zero to do with Trump. Trump don't embrace no motherfucking Project 2025. Trump's agenda is called, what is it? Agenda 47, because he's going to be the 47th president. One of the greatest presidents who ever lived. That may sound strange to you guys. He may not be the best orator and put his message across because he's not the greatest speaker like Obama was a great speaker. But in his heart and in his policies, he's helped black folk. Oprah knows it. Herschel Walker knows it. Jesse Jackson knows it. Al Sharpton knows it. His policies has helped black businesses, self-employed black people, HBCU colleges thrive. But in black people's mind, they think if someone is conservative or Republican, that means they're racist. That's just the most bullshit narrative I've ever heard in my entire life. It's ignorance. Let's continue. Let's move on from this. Now, this is an article by I think this is the Philadelphia Tribune. It says what? Let me blow this up so we can all see and be clear. When did Trump become a racist? Y'all fell for this racist bullshit. I'm telling you, Democrat Party pushed narratives that he's a racist to get your vote and make you think he was against you. And he never was against black folk. He was always historically for black folk. I got your back. I'm going to prove it all. Follow Chief X. Now, I would like to break down this article, all right? But I don't want to hold you here too long. But here, Bill and Hillary Clinton were personal guests at Trump's wedding to Melania in 2005 at where? Mar-a-Lago. Let me bring this up so you can see. Why? Oh, oops, excuse me. Let me make it a little smaller. Oops. Okay. Bill and Hillary Clinton were personal. Not just some friend shit. They were personal guests at Trump's wedding. When people invite you to their wedding and you appear at their wedding, that means you're friends and you have love for each other. The Democrats never hated on Trump before he became president. They loved him. They attended his goddamn wedding, you stupid fucks. You don't know this, but Chief X got to help educate you niggas. Okay? Now, I can go through this article, but I don't want to be here too long. Let's move forward. Trump's pal of Al Sharpton. Cool as a fan. Where was this hate for Trump before he became president? Now, I can go through this article and break things down. Let me just do a little bit because I think I highlighted some things. But I'm just moving around. Bear with me. Let me just highlight this part then and blow it up. I got so many screens up, it's a little slow right now. But what it's saying here, if you can read what's highlighted, oh goddamn! I hope my shit don't freeze up on me. Oop, there we go. Where is it that I had highlighted? Hold on. Oh damn, I lost it. One second. Let's do this then. Hold on. This article is telling you how Trump donated to the Action Network, which is Al Sharpton's business, LLC, or what have you, right? Um, okay, here we go. It says the relationship work, King says, because Sharpton, Al Sharpton, this activist, let's just go. No, 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 we're not gonna pass this one. We got to, I got to let you see it. The relationship work, King says, because Sharpton and Trump shared what? Core values. What are those core values? Among them, commitment to the rights of women and what? Minorities. So what happened? Al Sharpton and Trump shared core values, among them commitment to the rights of women and minorities. I'm not making this up. You niggas just didn't know. He was never racist. How y'all fell for that is because you're in a cult called the Democratic Party. You can't think outside of that and say, hey, let me be a free person and vote my values and principles. You got caught up in personalities instead of your values and principles. I'm sorry. Let's move forward. It's so much I can break down in this article, but we don't have that much time. I don't hold it because you guys got short. Y'all, you know what I mean? Here we go. Where are we at now? Let's just move on. Here is
You took out a full page ad and
Donald Trump on the Oprah Winfrey Show, and it got cut off on this video. Oprah Winfrey said you would make a great president. Black folk ain't saying that today because of the fake narratives. But let's listen.
major U.S. newspapers last year criticizing U.S. foreign policy. What would you do differently, Donald?
I'd make our allies, forgetting about the enemies you can't talk to, so...
This is him thinking about maybe getting into politics later. Let's go.
Easily. I'd make our allies...
Full page ad in major U.S. newspapers last year criticizing U.S. foreign policy. What would you do differently, Donald?
I'd make our allies, forgetting about the enemies you can't talk to so easily. I'd make our allies pay their fair share. We're a debtor nation. Something's going to happen over the next number of years.
He said he want to make our allies pay their fair share. Now, this is why Democrats and Republicans are mad. Because he's for the people in all his rhetoric. Let's go.
With this country, because you can't keep going on losing $200 billion, and yet we let Japan come in and dump everything right into our markets and everything. It's not free trade. If you ever go to Japan...
What he's talking about is American power. Stop giving jobs to overseas. Let's empower Americans But y'all don't understand this. Let's listen to it real quick.
Japan right now years with this country because you can't keep going on losing 200 billion and yet we let Japan come in and dump everything right into our markets and everything. It's not free trade. If you ever go to Japan right now and try to sell something, forget about it, Oprah. Just forget about it. It's almost impossible. They don't have laws against it. They just make it impossible. They come over here, they sell their cars, their
Everyone is intrigued with Donald Trump prior to him becoming president. I'm telling you what's real.
VCR. Go to Japan right now and try to sell something, forget about it, Oprah. Just forget about it. It's almost impossible. They don't have laws against it. They just make it impossible. They come over here, they sell their cars, their VCRs, they knock the hell out of our companies. And hey, I have tremendous respect for the Japanese people. I mean, you can respect somebody that's beating the hell out of you, but they are beating the hell out of this country. Kuwait, they live like...
So why are we mad that he wants America to win instead of Japan taking over shit that we sell and do? Understand this. Trump is for you. You just don't get it. I'm going to help you tonight.
Kings, suck the hell out of our companies. And hey, they come over here, they sell their cars, their VCRs, they knock the hell out of our companies. And hey, I have tremendous respect for the Japanese people. I mean,
Wait, pause. Let me just understand this. The Clintons was the major force of jobs going overseas. Let me hip you to something real quick. Back in the day, my daddy and my granddaddy and black folk were thriving. Why? Because auto industry in Detroit was doing well and black folk was working for these auto industries in Detroit. You had oil mills and all these labor jobs that black folk was thriving in and taking care of their family and kids. These jobs went overseas mainly because of Democrats. But you don't understand all this deep shit. Trump was for and always have been for the American people. Let's go.
Respect somebody against it. They just make it impossible. They come over here, they sell their cars, their VCRs, they knock the hell out of our companies. And hey, I have tremendous respect for the Japanese people. I mean, you can respect somebody that's beating the hell out of you, but they are beating the hell out of this country. Kuwait, they live like kings. The poorest person in Kuwait, they live like kings. And yet they're not paying. We make it possible for them to sell their oil. Why aren't they paying us 25% of what they're making? It's a joke.
This sounds like political presidential talk to me, and I know people have talked to you about whether or not you want to run. Would you ever?
Probably not, but I do get tired of seeing the country ripped off.
Why would you not?
I just don't think I really have the inclination to do it. I love what I'm doing. I really like it.
Also, it doesn't pay as well.
No, it doesn't. But, you know, I just probably wouldn't do it, Oprah. I probably wouldn't, but I do get tired of seeing what's happening with this country. And if it got so bad, I would never want to rule it out totally because I really am tired of seeing what's happening with this country, how we're really making other people live like kings and we're not. What's happening with this country, how we're really making other people live like kings and we're not. So bad, I would never want to rule it out totally because I really am tired of seeing what's happening with this country, how we're really making other people live like kings and we're not.
What do you think?
Trump has always been for the American people. The Democrats are not for the American people. I had to come to this understanding. I had to listen to both sides and realize I was in a cult. Let's go.
Think of this year's.
I would never want to rule it out totally because I really am tired of seeing what's happening with this country, how we're really making other people live like kings and we're not.
What do you think of this year's presidential race, the way it's shaping up?
Well, it's going to be very interesting. I think that probably George Bush has an advantage in terms of the election. I think that probably people would say that he's got like that little edge in terms of the incumbency, et cetera, et cetera. But I think Jesse Jackson's done himself very proud. I think Michael Dukakis, incumbency, et cetera, et cetera. But I think Jesse Jackson's done himself very proud. I think Michael Dukakis, incumbency, et cetera, et cetera. But I think Jesse Jackson's done himself very proud.
Pause. You're not going to hear too many white folk praising Jesse Jackson like Trump did. You're not going to hear it. Trump has always been cool and down for black folk. The reason why you think otherwise is because you're of a younger generation and you've been listening to Democrats for the last 8 years.
I think Michael Dukakis, incumbency, et cetera, but I think Jesse Jackson's done himself very proud. I think Michael Dukakis has done one hell of a job, and George Bush has done a hell of a job. You know, they all went in there sort of as semi-underdogs, including George Bush, and they've all come out. I think people that are around all three of those candidates can be very proud of the jobs they've done.
You've said, though, that if you did run for president, you believe you'd win.
Well, I don't know.
You got to understand, this is a discussion in 1988. Read the title up top. Donald Trump teases a president bid during a 1988 Oprah show. Him and Oprah were cool. Black folk and Donald Trump was very fucking cool. How did you think otherwise today? I'm telling you, because Democrats brainwashed y'all. Let's go.
I think I'd win. I tell you what, I wouldn't go in to lose. I've never gone in to lose in my life. And if I did decide to do it, I think I'd be inclined, I would say that I would have a hell of a chance of winning, because I think people, I don't know how your audience feels, but I think people are tired of seeing the United States ripped off. And I can't promise you everything, how your audience feels, but I think people are tired of seeing the United States ripped off. And
He's for the American people and always have been. You just don't get it.
I can't promise you, I don't know how your audience feels, but I think people are tired of seeing the United States ripped off. And I can't promise you everything, but I can tell you one thing, this country would make one hell of a lot of money from those people that for 25 years have taken advantage. It wouldn't be the way it's been, believe me.
The Oprah Winfrey Show. You guys forgot? Let's continue on. Where are we at now? Trump and Oprah, it says, a brief history. Let's listen. 1 minute.
This sounds like political presidential talk to me, and I know people have talked to you about whether or not you want to run. Would you ever?
Probably not, but I do get tired of seeing the country ripped off.
Why would you not?
I just don't think I really have the inclination to do it. I love what I'm doing. I really like it.
Also, it doesn't pay as well.
No, it doesn't.
So I want all the girls watching here now to know that a new day is on the horizon.
Do you have a vice presidential candidate in mind?
Well, I really haven't gotten quite there yet.
It's just mind. Do you have a vice presidential candidate in mind?
Larry King asked him, does he have a vice presidential candidate in mind if he was to run? Guess who he said? Oprah. You guys don't remember none of this shit. I'm going to help you tonight.
Do you have a vice presidential candidate in mind?
Well, I really haven't gotten quite there yet.
It's just
Oprah. I love Oprah. Oprah would always be my first choice. And I think Oprah. I love Oprah. Oprah would always be my first choice. And I think.
How was he racist? When he catered to Jesse Jackson, Al Sharpton, Oprah Winfrey. You guys got to stop this nonsense.
Oprah. I love Oprah. Oprah would always be my first choice. And I think we would be a very formidable team. He told me.
Trust me. If Trump and Oprah Winfrey was vice president, I'm telling you, everyone would have went nuts and voted for Trump and Oprah Winfrey. Trust me on this.
Larry King, that you consider Oprah for vice president. I like Oprah. What can I tell you? She's still on your short list? Yeah, she's great. She's talented. She's a friend of mine. She's a good person. And I'd love to have Oprah. I think would tell you. You told Larry King that you consider Oprah for vice president. I like Oprah. What can I tell you? She's still on your short list? Yeah, she's great. She's talented. She's a friend of mine. She's a good person. And I'd love to have Oprah. I think would win easily, actually. You know?
They would have won easily. It didn't happen because Trump chose Although he has Democrat leanings, he chose the Republican ticket, and that changed everything for people.
George Stephanopoulos, who's actually a really nice guy, he asked me that question, and everybody thought he was kidding when he said it, and I was kidding, and everyone says, oh, he wants Oprah to be. Number one, it wouldn't be for Oprah, but I do like her a lot.
Has he contacted you?
Number one, it wouldn't be for Oprah, but I do like her a lot.
Has he contacted you?
Number one, it wouldn't be for Oprah, but I do like her a lot.
Has he contacted you?
Have not gotten the call.
If he did make the call, would you take the call?
I would say, Donald, I'm with her.
I
see. Now, she said that because she had to cater to black folk and stay with Democratic shit. But they were fine prior to presidency. Now pause. Let's move forward. This is an article. Oprah Winfrey. What is this shit on my right? Let me move this. Oh, God. Oprah Winfrey responds to new Trump book that includes a letter she wrote to him in 2000. 2000 is before he even ran for presidency. This was what? 24 years ago. And she wrote a letter to Trump. Oh, everybody's quiet now, huh? Now, I highlighted some things. She said, she wrote at the time, too bad we're not running for office, according to Axigo. What a team. Let me blow it up so you can see it. Oh, shit, I lost it. Hold on. There we go. She wrote, too bad we're not running for office, according to Axios. What a team. She knew her and Trump would have been a hell of a team. I think he'd written a book and said that he wanted me to be his running mate. Right? Oprah, Jesse Jackson, Al Sharpton, all loved Trump until he decided to run on the Republican ticket. Then y'all got brainwashed. I'm just saying. Let's continue. Here it goes. In 2018, which is 6 years ago, Trump can't resist bringing up Oprah at Georgia rally, insists she was a friend of mine until what? Let me just highlight this. Until I ran for office. She was a friend of mine until he ran for office. Then she had to jump ship and be beholden to the Democratic cult. See? I'm not just making this up. This is just a reality. Let's continue on. Another article. What does the caption say? This is what I've been telling folk for the longest. Trump. Oprah was a friend of mine until I ran for office. Until he kicked their ass, then they spread some hate on him. Now, it's so much I can go through in this article, but I I don't want to waste a lot of time because I didn't highlight everything. Let's continue on. There go Jesse Jackson and all kind of black folk all behind him and holding hands and hugging and all this old bullshit. Cause why? Black folk love Trump until he became president. Primary evidence. Now, I'm trying to lay a case for you guys to understand and see how politics work for or against you. I'm telling you, I cannot wait till this election cycle ends and we can get some conservative values back in the White House so I can begin to thrive in my businesses and regulations can be loose and less government and all that shit. I had to realize I've been wrong all my fucking life. I had to realize all these death and police shootings of black folk and all this shit was hyperbole. I had to realize that it was so many cops shooting and killing white folk that we never heard about because they didn't push that narrative. They only push narratives of black versus white conflict or white cop versus a black suspect conflict. And here in y'all's mind, you thinking, oh, the blue police is trying to kill black folk. It's a bunch of bullshit. Just a month ago, I posted a video of a white cop shooting dead this white man who was fleeing. I said, you guys will never hear or see that because that's not the narrative they want you to know. It is so many incidents of white cops killing white folk, whether justfully or not, way more than black folk. But Black Lives Matter, which is a extra arm of the Democratic Party, don't push that. I've never seen gas prices go so high, food prices go so high in this last 4 years under the Democratic Party. Gas prices just dropped over the last few months because election season is going on. Now, I don't know. I'm not an economist. I can't tell you this is a real reason, this or that. All I know is under Trump, there was no wars. Gas prices was low. Black self-employed people in businesses were thriving. And a bunch of other shit. HBCUs was getting funding that they never had before. And that happened under Trump. But you get in a narrative that that didn't happen under Trump. So Democrats can get your vote. All I know is when they was pushing these white versus black crimes or white cops against black people crimes, Democrats was pushing that before the last election season. All I know is all the rioting and burning that was going on was done by Democrats and liberals. All the looting was done by Democrats and liberal people. Conservatives and Republicans was about what? Protecting property. If I had a business or a liquor store, I would want my business to be protected, not looted. So when the little white boy that black folk was mad at for shooting and killing two people who were actually white, these people were trying to crack his head open with a fucking skateboard and knock him unconscious and take his motherfucking guns and maybe kill him. So he shot them motherfuckers dead. Blew a motherfucker's arm off. Because he was there protecting property. Not looting, burning up. All the looting and burning is done by liberals. All the protection of property was a conservative Republican thing. But you niggas got caught up and didn't understand or see this. Buy you a brick and mortar building, jump off a business, and I guarantee you, you're going to want to support the blue and make sure conservatives are protecting your business. The only reason you think, oh, that's loot and burn and all that. Hold on, let me just do this so you can understand what I'm talking about. Hold on. Let's just do this real quick. Let me just pull this up. Here we go. Let me share my screen. It was Maxine Waters from California, where I'm from, who was talking that dumb shit and talking about pushback and fire on Republicans. Here we go.
Protect the children. We can't protect anybody. If you see anybody from that cabinet in a restaurant, in a department store, at a gasoline station, you get out and you create a crowd. And you push back on them.
She said you get out
in
and
a department store.
She said you get out, you create a crowd, and you push back. She was pushing for liberals and Democrats to loot, act a goddamn fool, and push back. Let's hear her.
If we can't protect the children, we can't protect anybody. If you see anybody from that cabinet in a restaurant, in a department store, at a gasoline station, you get out and you create a crowd. And you push back on them. And you tell them they're not welcome. The people are going to turn on them. They're going to protest. They're going to absolutely harass them until they decide that they're going to tell the president, no, I can't hang with you.
Not in D.C. Not in the U.S. Not in D.C. Not in the U.S. Not in D.C. Not in the U.S.
Our issue is strong borders, no crime. Their issue is open borders. Let MS-13 all over our country. That's what's going to happen if you listen to them.
Absolutely harass them until...
Okay. Maxine Waters, who's a congresswoman in my district here in California, Homelessness running rampant. These Democrats in California, like Maxine Waters in her district, is raggedy. Crime running rampant. Homelessness running rampant. She's out here telling people to push back and pushing rioting and people to act a goddamn fool. If you see somebody conservative at a restaurant, sweat them, push back, go crazy. This is what the Democratic Party pushed. And forced people and pushed people to go out and riot and loot and act a goddamn fool and tear up their own neighborhoods. Maxine Waters and them. Oh, I got plenty more on Maxine Waters, but that's a whole nother motherfucking show. I made this video to shed some light and to wake black folk up and get up at this cult they're in. Vote your values and principles. Fuck all the nonsense people is talking about. I'm watching Biden when he first ran have Cardi B. No, was it Cardi B? Have Cardi B as a spokesman for black folk. She had just finished making the video WAP. A foul video production pushing LBGT shit, gay shit, sucking dicks and having snakes in their mouth and all kind of foul liberal anything goes bullshit. Where you guys lost sight of your parents and grandparents' Bible Belt conservative views. And you guys said, fuck all that shit. Anything goes. Let's be liberal. LBGTQ. Let's marry. Watch this. Let me show this real quick. Another thing you guys don't know. Hold on. This is what you guys are falling for. Let me share my screen. Kamala Harris marks 20 years since first officiating same-sex marriages and reunites with gay couple she wed. Kamala Harris was the first administrator holding over marrying same-sex people. This is that liberal shit, anything goes. Now, I don't give a damn. My daughter's gay. I don't give a shit what they do. That's fine. I'm not hating. I love my daughter. She's gay. It's fine. But when you guys are pushing same-sex marriages, this is what the Democratic Party does. Kamala Harris was the first person to wed two women. What's the proper term? To oversee two women marrying each other and approving that shit. This is what the Liberal Party is pushing the world to come to. This is why Candace Owens keeps saying a man is a man and a woman is a woman. All these, LBGT shit y'all be into and pushing and liberal shit is fucking up America. That's Democratic Party bullshit. And you guys are pushing it, voting for Kamala Harris. My granddaddy and my daddy would never go for this shit. I'm old school. You guys don't know what the fuck you're supporting because you're in a cult. I could let me just find the video. Here we go.
I remember being in line and the joy that were in people's faces and the tears and then when we got in and we found out that you were going to marry us because you and I had met before.
Yes, I remember.
That made it
Kamala
very
Harris
special
is
for me,
marrying.
and
Hold on.
I was trying to keep it all together.
Kamala Harris is marrying these people and pushing this shit. Shit that you guys in general are against. We don't have a problem with people being gay. That's fine. Do you? But pushing an agenda and changing laws to suit this shit is a Democratic Party thing. And you guys are falling for it. You're falling for the
Together and everything. And it was something that I had never thought about getting married and what that would mean.
Yeah.
Once we got the opportunity to do so, it meant a lot to me. And I think that was the part of the emotion as well. Being denied something for so long, thinking that it would never happen in my lifetime.
So, we've always considered ourselves to be a couple and marriage really didn't matter, but, it did matter. It mattered because we were not being marginalized anymore.
I remember being in line and
okay. Man, it's just too much for me. Those are not my values. So I vote my values and principles. You niggas can do what the fuck you want to do. And have a anything goes America. That's the Democratic Party. I'm not with that bullshit. I'm sorry. Now, someone says, Mountain says, if you don't care that people are gay, why are you talking about it? I'm just talking about politics and the way of the world and how things are going and how liberals are letting anything go. They are changing laws to suit anything goes society. I don't want my children, they're grown now, but I don't want black kids thinking that anything goes and everything is okay. You gotta have some fucking standards. You gotta stand for something. Kamala Harris was voting or against legalization of marijuana. I'm from California. Kamala is a politician in California. We didn't like her. Black folk didn't fuck with Kamala Harris in California. I care about the future of black America. And I don't want no anything goes type of shit influencing us. So I stick with my values and principles, which are conservative, I had to understand. 90% of my Facebook friends are black folk, and I know for a fact that they have conservative values. So why do they vote against their values and principles? Because niggas is into personalities. Niggas is easily led astray. You niggas is in a cult. Let me read a few comments. Egyptologist7 said, protect our children from trans and predators. I used to work in Hollywood. I was a youth counselor for 10 years. I worked at a shelter for homeless kids in Hollywood. The shit that these homeless kids went through with their family and as they're homeless who ran away in Hollywood and California, the shit they went through was crazy. I'm not for any of it. But the Democratic Party and liberals are for it. You have to set some standards and stand on shit, or else shit'll get out of control. Conservative people in general stand on shit and principles. You have to understand this. Vote for Trump. Do not vote for Kamala. I'm telling you what God loves. You cannot be a part of this so-called Black Power movement, this so-called conscious community, and side with liberals. It's against everything you niggas talk about. The Liberal Party gets against everything the conscious community espouses. Maybe y'all are just being fake and talking shit to sound cool or sound down. But the Liberal Party is pushing everything against you niggas, what you niggas talk about. But you'll vote for it still. It's crazy. Let me read a few comments. Um, Rattlesnake Jenkins said, what is exactly your objection to gay people getting married? It's not pushing it to allow them the same privileges that others have. I think this makes her look heroic. If pushing gay marriage and all this stuff makes her look heroic, have it. It's not my thing. People can do what they want whether they're married or not. I mean, this is that liberal thinking I don't go for. I agree. Gay people have always existed. My daughter is gay. She's in a relationship with a woman. I get it. I have nothing against my daughter. I love her. She can do what she wants. I love her to death. Still, I'm not voting to change laws. It's just something I stand on. I'm sorry. So a lot of people have basically just sided with the devil because they're in a cult. They want America to go just loose and anything goes. That's just not me. I'm sorry. I'm an old school cat. I have Bible Belt values, although I may not be a Christian. I still have Bible Belt, my grandpa and my daddy values. I don't get switched up like y'all. I stand on certain things. And I'm out, family.